Welcome to Science on Location. Today we will be discussing how do we see? Our Metro Park location is Chestnut Ridge, located in Carroll, Ohio. Named for the trees that once graced the 1,000-foot ridge, this 486-acre park is the first ridge in the western foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. It features many outcroppings of ancient Blackhand sandstone bedrock. In the past, the ridge has been used for timbering, farming, and quarrying. The 2-acre wetland provides a haven for waterfowl and other shore birds. The park features a 9-mile mountain bike trail with a pump track, a loop of rolling humps and bank turns for anyone from kids to adults. We really enjoyed checking out Chestnut Ridge and all it had to offer. Like, look at these vines. They're thorny. You don't want to touch one of those. Ouch! What is that on the side of the tree? Look at those pretty flowers. Oh, I love it. And look at there, a ladybug. Wow. There are just so many interesting things to see. And it makes me wonder, how do we see? The eyeball is protected by a clear outer layer called the cornea. Can you find the cornea on this model of an eye? The cornea focuses the light that comes into your eye to make sure your eye records clear images. The colored part of the eye is called the iris. What color iris do you have? Irises are most commonly brown, green, blue, or hazel. Some people's irises even change color. Some people even have 2 different colored irises. One eye is one color, the other eye is another color. In the center of the iris, there is a black spot called the pupil. The pupil is an opening in the iris. Light gets into your eyes through the pupil, and the pupil looks dark because no light reflects off the back of the eye. So when you think about it, the pupil is sort of a hole in the middle of your iris. Just behind the pupil is a lens. It is shaped somewhat like a magnifying glass, which is convex. When you look at something, the lenses in your eyes focus the picture or image on the back of your eyeball on the retina. So the lenses in your eyes focus the picture upside down, and now that the picture is upside down, nerves in the back of your eyes take the image to your brain. Your brain then makes you see the pictures right side up. When you think about it, eyes are very similar to cameras. Like cameras, your eyes take pictures of the world around you, and then these images are sent to your brain, and your brain processes and makes sense of what you're seeing. I like that. Eyes are a lot like cameras, don't you think? Let's look at this diagram of how we see together. I can see that object, yummy, an ice cream cone. That's our light. That's what we see. And first, what does light travel through when it goes through your eye? Well, first it goes through that outer layer, that cornea. Remember, that is a clear outer layer. Next, we have the colored part of our eye called the iris. Then, at the center of the iris is the pupil. Find the pupil and the iris on this diagram. And the pupil lets light into your eye. So remember, it gets bigger and smaller. Then the light's going to go through the lens, which is a convex lens. So it flips that ice cream cone upside down. Can you find the lens on this diagram? So that upside down image is on the retina. And then those nerves send the message to the brain, and the brain understands the message. So it turns it right side up. That is how we see. We're going to go ahead and do a lab called I See You. First thing I want you to do is look at a person's eyes while they are in a brightly lit area, or if they look at something bright. But remember, do not ever look directly at the sun or at any light that hurts your eyes. Now, while you're looking at that person's eyes while they're in a brightly lit area, notice the size of their pupils. Go ahead, check out their pupils. After you've observed their pupils, have the person close their eyes for a period of time. A minute is a good amount of time to have their eyes closed. Going to a darker place definitely helps too. Now, I want you to look at their pupils as soon as they open their eyes. What happens? What do you notice? Why does it happen? Remember, the pupil is an opening in the iris, and light gets into your eyes through the pupil. So when we don't want a lot of light in, like when it's really bright out, you should have a really small pupil. And when it's really dark, your pupil gets bigger because it needs that light to be able to see. Sometimes when you go to the eye doctor, they might dilate your pupils or make them really big. Doctors dilate your eyes to help them study your eyes better. This eye dilation causes a risk to your eyes because your eyes can't auto-adjust for the sunlight. So you have to wear special glasses when you leave the eye doctor until the eye dilation medicine drops wear off and your pupil can go back to auto-adjusting for itself. These are the kind of glasses your eye doctor would give to you to help protect your eyes from the sunlight after they've been dilated. The size of your pupil can tell your doctor quite a bit about your health. That's why the doctor always shines a light in your eye during your checkup. All right, that's the end of our I See You lab. I hope you learned something about the pupil because it is a very important part of your eye. This makes me wonder, how often should I get my eyes checked? Most eye care professionals recommend that you have a comprehensive eye exam every 1 to 2 years, depending on your age, risk factors, and whether you currently wear eyeglasses or contact lenses. Children need regular eye exams to detect vision problems that may interfere with learning. So if you're having problems seeing, make sure to let an adult know so you can get your eyes checked out. One way I help my eyes is by wearing sunglasses when I'm outside. Sunglasses help protect my eyes from UV light or ultraviolet light. That can have harmful effects on the eyelid, cornea, lens, and retina. Make sure to take care of your eyes too, so you can go out and explore the world. What will you find? All right, that's it for me. Take care.
Peace.